guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video, which is going to be a dupe video. I haven't had one for you guys in a while, and dupe videos are my favorite type of videos to have for you guys. Remember, these are my experiences, my opinions on these products, and if I think they're a dupe or not. Obviously, I'm not here to bash any of the brands if one is more affordable and it works better or whatever it may be. As always, remember, not everyone wants to spend X amount of money on products, on makeup, and they'd rather save it to buy other things, or they just rather save their coin and they just don't want to spend X amount of money on certain products, and that's totally fine. That is what I'm here for, to bring you guys dupes for you that love my dupe videos and love that I find dupes for you guys. So today's product that we will be duping is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Setting Powder. It looks like this. Now this powder, I have it in the shade Sugar Cookie. This powder retails for $34 and it is available in 8 shades. This is the lightest shade in the bunch. And this powder has 20 grams of product. Now, the way to apply this powder, I would say, is more of a baking powder. It says to pack it under the eyes, T-zones, corners of the mouth, and chin. And then let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes and dust the powder. So that's like the baking method of this powder. Now, the dupe for this is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. And I have mine in the shade 05 Fair. And this powder is $7.99. And it is also available in 8 shades. And it also contains 20 grams of product. Now, side by side, these are definitely very, very similar packaging, I would say, with the difference that the Maybelline has a glossy cap and the Huda Beauty has a more of a matte cap. But other than that, they definitely are both squared powders. These definitely stand out to me because in my collection of powders, these are the only ones that are squared. Every other powder that I have is in a round little packaging. And I will show you guys right here some of my other powders that have round packaging. So they definitely both stand out because they are squared. Now this says it is a mineral based formula that helps control shine and smooth skin's texture, which you guys know I'm all about. This one also says you can apply it all over your face. It is not specifically meant for baking. Now if you have a certain product that you want to use to bake with, that is totally fine. I mean, basically you can use all your powders to bake if you want. It's just the method of doing that. I can say I don't necessarily bake my face. I know people leave their powder sometimes baking for like 5. Sometimes some people even say they leave it on for 10 minutes. And that's, you know, to each their own. It just doesn't really work for me because I feel the longer I leave powder under my eyes, it becomes more crepey, it becomes dry looking, it becomes crusty looking. So for me, a quick set and then I sweep it away with my brush is all I need. I would say max amount of time that I leave a powder would probably be for a minute, max 2. But that would definitely be pushing it for me. And I like to set my whole face with my powders. Any powder that I have in my collection, I will set my whole entire face with. I will set my under eyes, my nose. I would just set everything. Now, the Huda Beauty powder, I would say, is a little bit more finely milled than the Maybelline powder, but there's nothing wrong with that. The only difference in that is that this one has a little bit more coverage and it gives you a little bit more coverage on the skin. You can use this one without foundation, and that just lets you know that it's a powder that has a little bit more coverage. This one, I would honestly not use it without foundation because it would give you absolutely no coverage, absolutely nothing other than kind of like a matte look. So I just thought I'd let you guys know on that. Personally, I enjoy using both of these powders. The Huda Beauty one is the lightest shade because the next shade to this one, it was too pink for my liking, so I didn't feel like it was going to go well with my skin color, so I decided to pick the lightest one. I will say at times it can be a little too light, can be definitely too white, because it is literally looks super white. And the Maybelline, I think this is not the lightest shade, but this shade that I chose fits perfectly. It's kind of like a light beige cream color. As you can see, definitely when I show them together, you can see the beiginess in the Maybelline powder, but it's just like a slight pinch of color. When it's applied on the skin, I feel like I cannot tell a difference. Like they both act the same on the skin, even though there's a slight hint in color. Now I can also say for both of these powders is that they keep my face matte and they keep my foundation set for a long period of time. They definitely do help in making my foundations last longer, which I personally can appreciate, especially in the hot summer months that are about to be upon us. Today is like the first hot day in California and I'm over here like,
I need my AC, I need all the fans on, like I cannot take it anymore. And we're literally on the first day. And it wasn't even that hot, it's probably like in the 79 today.
now as you can see, I have foundation and brows done. You can see my lids are creased obviously because I haven't set my makeup on my lids or anywhere on my face. So I'm going to go ahead and set my makeup. Guys, I think this is the most natural-esque makeup you guys will ever see on me on the channel. This is my, like, I barely had time to get ready makeup look because I did like 2 colors in my crease, mascara, a lip highlighter, the same highlighter that I used on my face I use in my inner corners just for a quick go. But I wanted to finish my makeup so that you guys can see how the makeup looks on top of the products. I always like to do this not only for powders, it's just in general for whatever product I'm trying, because sometimes, like, yeah, the application can be beautiful, flawless, and then you apply other products and the application of whatever product or the actual product can change how it looks. For this, it didn't change. It looks beautiful. As you can see, the powder on the skin on both sides looks stunning. So my final verdict for these products, being a dupe or not, even though this is, I would say, more specifically made for baking and this is like an all around setting powder, I feel like I've been using both of these for the longest amount of time. I've been trying them out for over a week, comparing them, like how I wore them today side by side, to see how they make my foundation last, to see if one gets oily quicker, to see if they get, like, you know, patchy, or if they start breaking up my foundation under the eyes, if they don't help my foundation last longer. I've been doing the whole trial on both of these products because I really want to see if they were, you know, dupes, if it was a really good dupe or if it really wasn't a dupe, because I have seen other people talk about these products being dupes. Now, one more thing that I have to mention is that the Huda Beauty powder has a scent to it. It is a scented product. Like, I would say the majority of her products are scented. For me, it's not like an It's not a bad scent. I don't mind it. I don't love it necessarily. It's nice. I don't feel like it's overpowering or too intense like the Coty Airspun powder. That powder like is overwhelming to me. I would say the Huda Beauty is less than half of the scent of the Coty, like the intensity of it, but it's not that old lady perfume. I feel like it's a little more florally, and again, I don't hate it. I don't love it, but you should know that it's scented. The Maybelline has absolutely no scent to it. Like, it has no scent. I can't even tell you that it smells like powder because it literally smells like nothing. So that's another thing that you guys definitely need to know. You have been keeping your eye out for this one, but you don't want to spend the $34, or you can't. I would say this is definitely a very good dupe for it. I really enjoy both of the powders. Of course, this is more affordable. This is high end. And if you came here for the dupe, I would say it's definitely a good dupe. Now, this is meant for baking. This is meant for setting your face all over. I've been wearing this for a while, like I told you guys, and I've been testing it out through the whole week. They literally do the same thing on my skin. Like, they look the same, they do the same thing, they wear the same, they make my foundation last long, the same amount of time. They're just really good powders, and they work the same for me. So with that being said, I definitely recommend this as an amazing dupe for the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. I always like to tell you guys that I make these videos to help you guys find affordable products for dupes for high-end makeup. But I obviously already bought both of the products. I use both of them. I use them on different days. They work the same for me. I like them equally, but I definitely do recommend this one as a very, very good dupe for this one if you don't want to spend the money or you just can't. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this dupe video. Let me know what you thought about it if you are interested in picking up the Fit Me powder as a dupe for the Huda Beauty. Or don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you guys would like to see more dupe videos on my channel. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all your support. And like always, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.